Hello and welcome back to OS Racing, and also welcome back to Whilton Mill. That's right, this isn't a mistake. We haven't re-released another video. Round 1 of Club 100 this year was in Whilton Mill, and they also did round 2 at Whilton Mill as well. So, not a mistake, just 2 races back to back at the same track. We are watching the pre-final. Pre-final? Yes, we are watching the pre-final. You qualified 9th. Now, if you watched the last video, you might have known we struggled a little bit, but we sort of improved this time out, and so we are in P9 on the B pre-final, not the C pre-final, which is what happened last time. So quite a good start, lots of people in the pack. To P7. I think you've got someone on the inside there, that means you can't get the apex, but you're keeping hold of it. Ooh, down to P8. A little bit tentative into that corner. So, don't worry, all the races aren't at Whilton Mill. We have some other interesting tracks coming up in the next videos, so it's a good time to say, if you want to see those videos and you want to be reminded that they're coming, why not hit the subscribe button, click the like button. It helps YouTube recommend this to other people that are interested in watching kart races. Whoever that was in front in the white helmet but with a bluer suit kind of went off the track there. It's quite hard to keep it on track into the final, coming out of the final corner. You got to watch it for track limits. Having a go, have we made it? We have. Round the outside in Christmas Corner, you did a lot of through the insides at the last race. I was taking a slightly different line. You've held it on the outside instead, gave you a better line out, and you kept up the P7.
We've gone speedy because there is nothing else. There's nothing else to see for a bit.
Yep, we're going to utilise speedy time, try and get through the race a bit quicker. This way we don't have to chop out huge chunks of the race, you can still see it. And it makes the karts look like they're going a bit quicker as well. So it was a nice day, it was quite a nice warm day. I think this was May time, so we were having some nice weather, which is, it's not a lot of fun karting when it's cold and miserable. Not outside anyway, well, not even inside really, because they tend to be in drafty warehouses, but definitely when you're outside it's nice to have some good weather. Kind of matching the pace of those in front, holding on to P7, no one's pulling away, but not really catching them up either at the moment. So we're in the pre-final. Obviously, got the final coming up. There will be timestamps in the video. If you don't want to watch certain sections, just click on the bits that you want to watch. The race was kind of interesting, and actually, usually Club 100, in our experience, has been pretty good for reliability and penalties and all that kind of stuff. You do get some weird stuff, and obviously it's down to what the observers see at the time, but generally I find Club 100 to be a massive improvement over the arrive and drive stuff, which is one of the reasons why we've stuck with this championship. Also, it's competitive and it's interesting to go around and look at different tracks.
This is a really long speed time, but it's just finished.
Yeah, coming into the race you'll see there was this wasn't the best day for Club 100 actually. Don't normally like to complain. We've just lost P7. Someone did what you were doing the last time out at Whilton Mill, then came up your inside, got a slightly fast line and inside line into Christmas Corner. I think in the last video we'd forgotten the name of that corner. I think it's Ashby, right?
I think it should be.
Pretty sure that's Ashby. I don't know all of them. I know that one, Christmas and the boot. Still P8. We're in the mix, coming into the boot now, as we were just talking about it. Everyone's kind of bunching up a lot in there. It's always a bit crazy, like which best line to take. Is there an option? Ooh, I think you got nudged a little wide there. That was exactly the example I talked about. You can see there was someone on the inside, and it meant you ran off wide a bit. Means you lose the momentum on that straight, and this whole section's flat out, so lose time there in it. It's pretty much game over. So that is down to P9. Coming out of Ashby there, you can run wide onto that red and white. You're allowed. There's a couple of parts of the circuit where they let you run wide, and generally it's because there are a couple of different ways you could take it, and you don't really gain a massive advantage running wide coming out of it, so it's kind of a lifestyle choice. And again, we've gone out wide there. I don't know if that was because that person in the red suit there was nudging you wide, or if you just kind of, or maybe they just went for it on the inside corner. But we now drop down to P10.
I don't know if any of you saw it, but this is the final lap.
Looks like we've just gained back to P9. And we're holding on to P9. So interesting pre-final actually, because usually the starts are where you struggle, but you actually had a good start in this race, and you managed to gain a few positions, and you held your own through the pack, which was really good. But unfortunately, a couple of times people got on the inside of you coming into this corner here, and if you don't get to the apex, it's really hard not to go wide onto that red and white strip, and it's really rumbly. Anyway, here's your race classification. So Oliver Harrod Atfield was first, Ollie Moody second, Ryan Rapini third, Mason Turner fourth, Solomon Adeniji 5, Jacob Smith was 6th, James Finley 7th, Paulina Winiaska was 8, Oliver Sanderson was 9, started 9, finished 9, well done. Zayn Perry was 10th, and I will let you read the rest if you want to go and see where everyone else finished, because we're about to move on to the to the B final now, and the race. We've got a couple of interesting moments here, which I will timestamp as well, so that you can watch them. What do you think to Whilton Mellow?
It's a good circuit. It's quite fast and has fun corners to go round.
Yeah. So we started P7 in the B final, and you might be thinking, why is that? Because you qualified, or you finished 9th in the pre. The reason is that the top 2 finishers of the pre-B final are repe-charged to the pre-A final, so everyone shuffles up 2 positions basically. Same happens from the C final and from the pre-C final, and it also happens in the final as well. So if you win this, you would repe-charge up to the A final and start from the back of the A final then. We're off P7. Can you have a... Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty good start up to P6 maybe. I think you're already...
Someone's outside.
Ah yes, there's P6 now. He just... Yeah, you kind of got ahead of him, and then you had to sort of drop back. He had the inside line into Christmas corner. So we're all bunched up a bit here. A little bit of argy-bargy. Sometimes they say, Rubbin's racing, I think, in touring cars. I'm not sure that should be a thing in karting. It's not so bad with the Club 100. You can, like, for anyone that doesn't do kart, or maybe like you're thinking about getting into it, arrive and drive circuits and also the Club 100 series use these karts, and in the cadets they have you can see there's like a bumper that kind of goes around and blocks the wheels off. In owner driver karts you don't have that bumper, it's taken off, but you wouldn't want to run with a bumper under those circumstances, because you want to get the more speed that you can, and weight of the bumpers will affect your top speed. So Club 100 karts are quite a bit faster than your typical arrive and drive kart. They use a 2-stroke engine, and I think we sometimes see speeds of up to a little over 50 miles. Oh, someone's just been nudged right off the grass there. That's given you a couple of positions, now up to P6. You've gone to the inside and you've been shoved wide there, and that's cost you a lot of positions. I'm not sure, 11. And here's the first weird thing. You don't know if you look there quick enough, but it says that you got a penalty for that. Oh, hang on, I'm just going to slow down. We're going to rewind here and do a quick replay, because if you look, that is Zayn Perry in front of us. And on this lap, if we just keep watching, we slowed it right down and we've circled it. Oh, look, Zayn has lost a wheel. I remember you telling me that as you came off. You were like, Zayn's wheel just went off. And that is Zayn now, unfortunately, not able to continue. So yeah, weirdly, you got a penalty on the board, and it came up within Alpha Timing. Alpha Timing's the app where we can look and see what's going on, and it lists all the penalties, lap times, positions, and all of that stuff. It came up for a penalty, and then it went away. And when we looked back at the video, and I could see anyway what was happening, you'd gone up the inside into the entrance to the boot, perfectly valid manoeuvre, and you'd left enough space on the outside coming out of that, so that the driver that you'd gone up the inside, you hadn't pushed them off the track. They stayed side by side, but when they went into the right hand part of the boot, they couldn't control the car, and they shoved you off the track, and you lost all those positions. But it flashed up with a penalty. However, it was later corrected, so you didn't actually get a penalty. Someone's car has broken down, so we've had one wheel, one broken down, and one random penalty that wasn't a penalty and didn't get assigned as a penalty. Anyway, that gives us P9, so we're starting to creep back up to where we were. But I think you're not quite as quick. I don't know whether your car was a bit slower or if you were just a bit slower. Like, I'm always reticent to blame the tools. We just lost a position there. You came through much quicker there. You're always going to get caught there with that extra speed you took through Christmas Corner. You were a bit reserved. So down to P10. Yeah, I don't like blaming the cars. I mean, sometimes carts break down. We just saw one break down a couple of laps ago, but, you know, sometimes it's very easy for people to complain about their cart being down. Oh, hang on. So we got a yellow flag out here, and I know the reason that this is highlighted. Whoa! We've just dropped down to P11, right in front of the marshal waving the yellow flag. The overtake was done literally in front of the marshal post. And we'll just have a quick check. No penalty for that driver either. So we lost it. I mean, at the end of the day, he's gonna disappear off a little bit anyway. So he was probably going to get you, but that's not the point. Like, there was a stricken car around the boot. You caught up to him here, and you've gone for an overtake move, but you're gonna have to go around the outside, and nah, didn't make it stick. And yes, I think he's gonna. Yeah, it's not the point. Like, even if he drives off, even if he was quicker than you, it doesn't give anyone the right to overtake under yellows. And I'd say that's really disappointing to see Club 100 miss that particular move, because usually they're so good at capturing them. And I will give them credit, they do. Oh, we've just lost 2 positions there. You're going really slow through Christmas Corner there. Everyone's like taking so much more speed through, and a worse inside line, and managing to make that stick. There's not a lot of point in worrying about it for Whilton Mill, because we're watching this video long after the race happened, and there are no further races at Whilton Mill this year. We will be there next year, though. Actually, interesting point, we have signed up to run the 2024 Club 100 season, and it's going national. So we'll be visiting some new tracks and spending a bit of time in the north of England as well as the south. Are you excited for that, Ollie?
Yes, it will be nice going all the way to different tracks that I haven't seen yet. And it will also be nice for a 3-hour car journey.
Yeah. I can't remember all of the circuits off the top of my head. Elo Park, Wardenlaw is added. I feel like there's at least one more. We'll be going back to some favourites from this season, which most you haven't seen yet, but coming up we have GYG, Rye House, Buckmore Park, Lid. Lid will be an interesting race. I strongly recommend watching that one because it was an interesting, I guess, a lesson in how not to kart that weekend, but it was fun anyway. We just got up to P12 there, but you're going to have to take obviously side by side. You're taking a very disadvantaged line there. I can't see where he is. Are they going to get you? Yes. So you gain that position. Well done for gaining that position. Then unfortunately just lost it again in the same point. I think something must have been going, unfortunately let someone else through as well. They're down to P14. So the pre-B final was really good. We haven't quite got the same momentum going in the B final, unfortunately. However, the upside is we are roughly where we targeted, right?
Yes, our target, because why did we make a...
We just said, like, roughly, given that there's going to be 60 races, being somewhere in the mid-pack would be ideal. Anyway, crossing the line, well done to Solomon Adeniji for finishing first. Oliver Peters came second, James Finley third, Jacob Smith was fourth, Paulina Winiarska was fifth, Alfie Lambert 6, Ryan Rapini was 7, Adi Manu 8, Jacob Lammers 9, Aaron Ewood was 10th. I won't read all the others, but Oliver Sanderson, you finished 14th. It's still a good result and kind of in our target. I can't remember where the race 3 was, but wherever it was, it will be coming very soon, and we'll be sharing that video. So please do like and subscribe. We really like you to come back and watch some more, and thanks for watching.
Bye, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.